Another week, another round of Butler Sports, and we're here with you the whole way through. I'm Kuestersteffen, and this is your Butler Sports Recap. The cross-country teams were both victorious at the Ali Isom Memorial Invitational on Friday at Wartic Ranch. It was the first time the meet was held since Isom's passing in July. Both the men and the women's team won convincingly on the wet course. The men's team scored 25 points, beating runner-up Barton by 27. The Butler Grizzlies had their top 5 runners scoring all in the top 10, with sophomore Kennedy Chumba and freshman Albert Meyer and Nolan Hesse finishing 2nd, 3rd, and 4th in points. In the women's 4K, Butler sophomore Tara Flores took first with a time of 15:14:11. Flores beat out Pratt freshman Gracia Navarro by over 14 seconds for the win. Sophomores Haley Rabordi with 16:05.34, Janelle Kidd 16:06.37, and Lindy Young 16:09.90 all finished within 5 seconds of each other and placed 5th, 6th, and 7th respectively. The Grizzly women scored 42 points, while Dodge City and Pratt tied for 2nd place with 56 points each. The Butler Grizzlies volleyball team is 1-4 in the past 2 weeks. They took the W against Seminole State on a straight sweep with scores of 25-13, 25-20, and 27-25. Sophomore Lexi Wartic led Butler with 13 kills, hitting at .294, as well as 5 solo blocks and a block assist.
I think we're starting to come out of things. We're getting more patient, and those things are starting to come with us. So, that's a big thing for us, is just being patient.
The team went on to fall in 3 matches: at Colby, 3-1, against Hutch at home on Sunday, 3-0, and at Cloud Monday, again, 3-1. This puts the team 10-18 overall, 3-9 in the conference, with their next game a conference match at home against Seward. The Grizzlies soccer team went on a 4-win streak, capped off at home with the W against Barton College. Barton scored the first goal in the opening 3 minutes, their only one of the contest. The first Grizzly goal came from Kylie Vaughn with the assist from Kelly Sutton, and later in the half, Dahlia Fernandez with the assist from Rosa Urista Chico. There were 2 more goals in the second half, the first from Jacqueline Means and the second from Paige Thompson, with the final score sitting 4-1. Their next game, again at home, this time against Butler rival Hutchinson on the 17th. Hutch had the only goal going into the half after Blue Dragon Renee Giuseppe beat out Grizzly Paige Labady. Butler countered in the second half when Rosa Urista Chico scored with 13 minutes left in the contest, sending the game into overtime. Certainly an overtime that did not drag on, as Hutch scored the game-winning goal in only 25 seconds. 2 days later, the Grizzlies defeated the University of Kansas club team in an exhibition game 2-1, bringing their record to 9-4-3 overall and 6-1-1 in conference play. They traveled to Johnson County on the 24th and are back at home against Coffeyville on the 26th. The football team came home after a 53-36 victory against Dodge City last weekend to a rough loss. A potential game-tying field goal sailed wide right with only 46 seconds to play, allowing number 17 Coffeyville to hold on for a 37-34 win over number 14 Butler on Saturday at BG Products Veteran Sports Complex. Butler scored first in the game as Sean Rodriguez blocked a punt on Coffeyville's opening drive, with the ball bouncing out of the end zone for a safety. Coffeyville was the first team to score a touchdown, getting a 2-yard run with Cody Busby taking a 6-2 lead with 7:34 left in the first quarter. Butler would get a 65-yard kickoff return from Markel Wade, setting up a short drive that ended in a 2-yard touchdown run by Chris Carson. Another long return, this time a punt returned by Colby Fenewald, gave Butler a short field early in the second quarter, and Butler took advantage again, getting a 3-yard pass from Derek Lee to Andrew Rinkenmeyer to put Butler up 15-6. Coffee Ravens would take the lead with a touchdown pass with 7 seconds left in the first half, capping a 10-play, 77-yard drive that took just 1 minute 24 seconds to complete. The Grizzlies got the ball to start the third quarter and used their running game to pound the ball down the field, getting a 2-yard touchdown run by DeMarcus Smith to take a 21-19 lead. Coffeyville would get a short field goal later in the third quarter to go up 22-21. Butler again pounded the ground game and got an 11-yard halfback pass from Chris Carson to Michael Gallup to put Butler up 27-22. The Grizzlies went for 2 points, but the attempt failed. The two teams traded touchdowns in the fourth quarter. A 19-yard screen pass from Brock Gilmore to Cody Busby, followed by a 2-point conversion, gave Coffeyville a 30-27 lead. Chris Carson scored his second rushing touchdown of the game, this one from 2 yards out to put Butler ahead 34-30 with 14:04 to play. The final score was Coffeyville's 6-yard run by quarterback Brock Gilmore with 9:42 to play. Butler would get an interception in the end zone by Colby Fenewald, giving the Grizzlies the ball at its own 20-yard line with 2:13 to go. Butler took advantage of a pair of pass interference penalties and a 29-yard pass to Julian Burris to get the ball to the Coffeyville 18. 3 straight incomplete passes set the stage for the 35-yard field goal attempt that went wide right. The loss ends Butler's 32-game winning streak over Coffeyville dating back to 1998. Carson led the Grizzlies, rushing 23 times for 171 yards and 2 touchdowns. He also threw a touchdown pass. Anthony Johnson was the leading receiver with 3 catches for 52 yards. DeMarcus Smith was 11-30 passing for 107 yards. Butler is now 5-3 overall, 3-2 in the Jayhawk Conference. The Grizzlies go on the road next Saturday for a 7 p.m. kickoff at Garden City. Until next week, I'm Kuestersteffen, and this is your Butler Grizzlies Sports Recap.